Hi everyone. Today we're going to make an igloo ornament and super duper easy. Make it with the kids. Have fun with it. You can add penguins, you can add stuff to it if you want. And we're going to start by rolling out a sheet of white clay. And we want it to be at least a 1/4 inch thick, maybe a little bit thicker if you want. And we're going to use a round cookie cutter. If you don't have a round cookie cutter, you can do it freehand or use a soup can or glass or whatever. Doesn't matter, as long as you cut out a round shape. See how nice and thick it is? And we're going to cut off maybe the bottom quarter of the round. It's not quite a third. It's less than a third, maybe a third. But you want that shape that looks like an igloo. And then we're going to make lines. Now, if you did the snowman ornament with us where the snowmen were on the wall, this is the same thing. We're just making lines. Remember, do not cut all the way through. We're just kind of scoring it a little bit. And then we're going to go the other way to make it look like ice blocks or snow blocks, well, whatever. It'll look like a concrete block wall. Now, I know we've done some teacher ornaments, uh, but this would make a nice teacher ornament also, because teachers don't always want every one of their ornaments to say for the teacher or whatever, be a classroom type thing. This would also be nice. Put the teacher's name at the bottom, the year, maybe in the doorway or on one of the snowballs, and then put your child's whole name on the back and the name of the school and his grade. That would be a nice teacher ornament. So now we've made our little igloo looking building, but we need to make an opening for the door. It's very easy. And I just take the handle of the needle tool and just press it in there and go back and forth. You can even do this with your finger. See? So just make that impression. Now we're going to take the bottom piece that we cut off and we're just going to roll it into a long log, and this will be the snow at the bottom of the igloo. And when you personalize, if you want to personalize it, this is where you would put the name. And smooth it out where the name would go, but the rest of it doesn't have to be straight because you want it to look like a pile of snow. So now this is your basic igloo, and we're going to add to it. And I've made family ornaments with snowmen, a bunch of snowmen, with penguins. You can really do almost anything. But for this one, we're just going to do snowballs, and a snowman. I was just about to say that I'm not coughing through this when I've got a cough coming up. I'm so sorry. I even have my coffee here to try and help me out. This cough just does not want to go away. And I do apologize. Now we're putting the candy cane garland around the door frame. And for those of you who have not watched the videos before, to make the candy cane, you just take a rope of white, a rope of red, put them together and twist. Now here's another strange thing. I'm wondering, now I did this video a few years back and I'm looking at it and I'm going, why did I not use a white paper clip? Why did I use a red one? I guess you can use any color you want, but looking back, I'm thinking I should have used a white one. But again, it doesn't matter. It's still Christmassy. Now we're going to make a bunch of teardrop shapes in the green. These are going to be our holly leaves. And you know, almost every ornament I make has the holly leaves on it. Because even though it's quick and easy, you do want to put those little extra details on. Because if you're selling these, people just look for those details and they notice them. Now, when you put these on, do not put them on, or try not to put them too much onto the bottom white where you're going to put your name, because you have to leave room to put the name if you're going to personalize. And I learned that the hard way. Now you could also put a red bow up on top there if you wanted to. As most of you know by now, I live down south in South Carolina. We hardly ever get any snow. I grew up in New England where we had quite a bit of snow, and my son is living in Rhode Island, and they had snow this year around Thanksgiving. And he walks to work. He works at Brown University, and he walks to work because they really have no parking there. So he walks about a mile to work. So when the snow comes, he will Uber. I could have cut some of this out. And you know, as I say here, this is a finished ornament if you want to leave it that way. But why do you want to leave it that way when you can add to it? So let's add to it. Why did I not edit this out? Maybe so I could talk to you a little more. I don't know. So let's make a snowman or snowballs. Let's see, which did I do first? Ah, the snowballs. And I put them on the snow at the bottom. I should not have done that, but there's still room to put the name. You can put as many snowballs as you want. And again, this could be a finished ornament. And I made this snowman a little different than I did the snowman ornaments. The snowman ornaments, I would make just the body with the head. But on this one, I did the body like you would actually make a snowman in real life. You would roll 3 balls and stack them on top of each other. Another thing you could do, but it might be too hard because this is kind of small. Get some twigs from outside and give him little twig arms instead of the snow arms. Make a scarf. And we are working kind of small on this snowman, but you can handle it. My niece always liked to say, "You got this." I said, "Okay, I got this. Fine." And we're giving him a knit cap. You can give him a top hat or a Santa hat, whatever you want. And we are texturing with the needle tool to make it look knit. And we're putting a little fringe on the end of the scarf. At least I think we did. I couldn't really see that. But you can put fringe on the end of the scarf with the needle tool. We're going to give him a teeny tiny little nose, and this one is getting a black nose. And you know, usually I like to do the orange noses, but he is getting a black nose. Little teeny tiny one. And the blush. Blush, blush, blush. And you see how quickly this is going? This is just so easy, so simple. That's why I call them simply ornaments, because they're simple. And there we go. But that's not all. You could be finished. At this point, you could be finished. I would put some black buttons on him. Well, I guess I'm not happy with something. But I am using liquid clay uh, to make it look like there's ice dripping off the top of the igloo. This is the first time I did it with an ornament. I wasn't sure if I would like it, but you know, the finished ornament looked okay. You'll see it. It looks fine. So I don't know what that is. I don't remember. Maybe just to clean my hands. I don't know. Ah, used it to clean the tip of the liquid clay container. See, answered my own question. And so we're just going to kind of dribble it on there. And like I said, you don't have to do this because the liquid clay is not cheap. I've got the Donna Cato liquid clay there. You can also get it from Sculpey, also has liquid clay. I think my problem was once I started putting that stuff on, I just wanted to keep putting it on. I have to stop myself. Put some on his head. Remember, do not get any on the bottom there because you want to personalize that. Another cough. Sorry. There it is. I think it looks all right. I mean, once you get it baked and off the paper. Yep. I actually kind of liked the effect after it was baked. Okay, follow the directions as it says. And if you're doing it with kids, notice let the adults do this part. And there is your finished ornament. Now I painted black eyes on him and the dotted black mouth. But you can just do the mouth any way you want. And that's it. I'll see you next time. Bye.